Well, that sunshine was nice while it lasted, wasn't it?
Oh, it was so nice to wake up to. Even driving to work, I was squinting today,
know.
George, but it's not going to stick around for long.
Yeah, we were hoping for 3 days of sunshine. Yeah, the dry air just didn't mix out all those low clouds on Saturday. So here I'm looking at the weather maps going, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And it was apparent it wasn't going to happen until today. But yeah, not a lot of sunshine coming our way the rest of the week. We have a couple of light rounds before a little more significant round of precip heads our way. But right now the weekend is looking dry. 13 weather ball is blinking bright. Little round of rain tomorrow in sight, and it's also green. No change to the 30s foreseen. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. You can see tonight you're going to become cloudy again. Temperatures flirting right around 32, 33 degrees. You can see a little bit of light precip there in the morning. That's pretty much it. Just enough to wet the ground in most areas, and temperatures very similar to today, except we won't see the sun. Lots of cloud cover. The clouds did finally lift. A lot of haze in the air because of all that moisture that's been left over all season long so far. But the clouds are going to start to increase again out ahead of this next weather system that's pushing through out of South Dakota into Minnesota. It's going to eventually squeeze out enough water to provide us a little bit of light rain right around morning drive tomorrow, but it should end by around the noon hour or so. You can see it just beginning here in Iowa here in the next hour or two, and then it just kind of blossoms a little bit towards daybreak. This is 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, see, most areas are not going to see that until right around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Just a brief bit, just enough to wet the ground. That's it. There'll be another one of these coming through then during the day on Wednesday. A little bit of light rain to start your day, and then it will transition over to a little bit of light snow perhaps before it all ends. The bigger storm will be coming up through Indiana and heading toward Detroit. That will be for Thursday afternoon, Thursday night into Friday morning, and that may have some snow that will stick around through Friday morning. Enough maybe to shovel and plow. We'll have to update that as we get a little bit closer, but right now here's what Saturday looks like. Cloudy skies, and again on Sunday, cloudy skies, or mostly so. So not a lot of sun here over the next several days. In terms of rainfall, this is how much we're expecting here. Very little overnight tonight, throughout the day tomorrow, generally just a few hundredths of an inch. Temperature-wise, around 38 here tomorrow, very close to what we saw today. We actually might get into the low 40s with a little bit of light rain there on Wednesday, but back into the 30s all the way through the weekend starting Thursday. Farther ahead, from January 15th through 19th, high chances it will stay warmer than average, which is 31, and high chances we're going to be in the storm track, so leaning more rain than snow. So tonight, mostly cloudy, around 30 to 33 at the lake shore. Similar up north, mostly cloudy, upper 20s to near 30. Grand Rapids southward, upper 20s to low 30s. 13 on your side forecast. After the weekend, there's another chance of some snow Monday afternoon through the following Tuesday, and then it changes over to some rain with highs 40 plus starting on Tuesday.
There were tiny little pockets of sunshine that some people were lucky enough to see. I know I saw a little bit, tiny bit.
Too. When I was driving in, it was very nice and sunny. But George, now we're going to deal with some rain and maybe even some snow this week.
Yeah, you know, it's January after all. It rains and snows more often than we see sunshine, but it was nice to finally see the sun today after a really gloomy weekend. 13 weather ball tonight is blinking bright. We have some rain and maybe even some snow in sight. Mostly rain here tomorrow. It'll be very light. It's also green. No change to our 30s to near 40 foreseen. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Temperatures warmed up nicely where the sun came out. 40 plus in many locations. We stopped at 39 here in Grand Rapids. Our average high is 31. So we've been warmer than average for several days despite the clouds. Just within our 3-degree threshold. We're 2 days in a row with that. Lots of clouds beginning to return, some high-level clouds, and eventually we'll start to see some precipitation break out. You can see a little bit of green right in through here. This will be overspreading the area during the morning tomorrow. So tonight will be dry. We're already beginning to bring in those high clouds across the region, and this is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Most of the counties right down here in Van Buren County starting to see a little bit of rain and snow mixed in. And you can see how long it lasts. It lasts about a half an hour and actually ends by about noon, 1 o'clock. So some areas will see a little bit, just enough to wet the ground. And then we'll see another round like this come in during the day on Wednesday. A second round coming on in. A very light precipitation with that, maybe last a half an hour. So a couple of very minor systems, but the next one coming in will be on Thursday. Thursday, a good deal of rain expected, and then it will change over to some snow in the afternoon Thursday. And this may linger into Friday morning. There could be enough snow to shovel and plow with that one, but we'll have to refine the track of that system before we pin down any amounts. This is Friday evening. A couple of breaks, maybe a break or two on Saturday, but again, this Saturday and Sunday may turn out to be just like this past weekend, very few opportunities to see any sunshine. So the next two events only going to produce a couple of hundredths of an inch of precipitation, both during the morning on Tuesday and again during the day on Wednesday, followed by that possible snow Thursday through early Friday. Other than that, it's going to be a fairly quiet weekend coming up. So from about Hart and Ludington northward, all you're going to see here tomorrow is just cloudy skies. It'll be from Muskegon, Holland, and South Haven southward. There could be a little bit of light rain mixed with a few snowflakes in the morning, but eventually temperatures around 40 plus there. Up north, you may see it in the Greenville area, may not get up to Fremont or Big Rapids, upper 30s to near 40. This is the area would we see around early to mid morning, ending in the early afternoon, upper 30s to near 40. 13 on your side forecast. We'll jump to 43 Wednesday despite that light rain, and then rain changing to snow on Thursday into Thursday night. Breezy and colder Friday over the weekend. We might see a peek or two at the sun. Next week, some afternoon snow changing to some rain next Tuesday, and next Tuesday through Thursday, we could see temperatures around 40 plus.